Hello guys, I'm at the Glades, just a few kilometers away from USJ, and look at this. This is the entrance, the guardhouse. Yes, it's hidden like that, but it's the guardhouse to the Glades. A lot of bungalows inside, alright. It's 5 million, 6 million, 7,000 square feet bungalows. There is a lake in there. It's a beautiful, beautiful neighborhood. I've just parked my car here, and this is their show gallery because they are launching Serenade, which is a low-rise condominium with super low density inside the Glades. So this is your entry, this is your chance to stay amongst the datos and datins. Alright, let's go in and have a look. Alright, let's come in here. Let me show you the entire township first. Okay, I was standing here just now, and that's the entrance to the Glades. As you can see, it is all bungalows after bungalows and Serenades, and it's actually not a high density township. Okay, here we have the clubhouse, we have the tennis courts, we have the swimming pools, all these over here. And I just learned something interesting. The entire the Glades, the water that was supplied into the entire development, because this is a high-end development, right, is filtered. So they have a filtration system that cleans up the water before it is being routed into every single unit inside the Glades. Now, for the bungalows, they of course have future launches, and these are already sold out. This was launched, but all these are sold out except 3 units left. 3 units left that are facing the integrated lake. Yes, this lake is a self-sustaining lake, and the water actually flows through the parcels. Very, very nice. All right, those super links are sold out. Alcove condominium is sold out, and these cluster villas are also sold out. The Mill townhouse, all these are sold out. So the only entry to come into the Glades, right, your final opportunity would be either these bungalows, the 3 unit bungalows there, or Serenade. And you only have one low-rise condo which is in construction now, and Serenade in front, also low rise. See, that is only 4 stories. That's like 6 stories, that's like 8 stories, that's it. All right, only 120 units, and the bigger models are over there. I'll head over there and have a look. This is it, and this is the internal road of the Glades. First off, you can see this is the entry into the parking. It's a wide berth and then very easy to turn in. It's like very different from the usual condos we see now, right? Because the parking only 2 levels. You see a lot of condominiums, right? When you reach home, you don't actually reach home yet, because you still have to turn up 7 stories, 8 stories just to reach your parking. But this one is a wide parking complex below all these blocks, and it's only 2 levels. All right, so they have a few types. These are type A units here. These are 1,300 plus square foot. The others would be like from here 1,700 square feet, the type B, and then this block is type B as well. That block type B. The rest, the type C, D and E, are all very big units. Now if you notice, some units, especially the lowest level units, they have their own garden. I love condos with gardens, right? You see this 2 unit over here, this 2 unit over there. Do inquire with their sales staff here, because there are only 20 units with gardens. All right, I tell you, when you stay in a condo, you have gardens. It's also a very nice thing because you can hang your clothes outdoors. All right, let's go check out the shop. Okay, now let's check out the show house of Type B, 1690 square feet. So this is actually a very large unit. It's 1700 square feet. And if you're checking out the show house, be mindful that because of the unit itself being that big and the available space of the show house, they can't show you room 3 and room 4. All right, so the door, very wide opening, and inside the entire ceiling has been dropped, all right, by about a feet. Basically it's about 11 feet high, so it's a very tall ceiling. The tiles that you're seeing, you know, this is the actual tiles that they will supply. Okay, now this huge wine holder in the actual unit is not a pillar or whatnot. This is just ID. Okay, but in the actual unit, when you open the door, it's a very wide expanse that you can see the living, the dining, all the way through the balcony. So this is how it looks like when you walk in. That's the walkway towards the rooms. I think we're all familiar with that already. This balcony is actually full length all the way and is 5 feet. Of course, this structure here isn't there because of the show house structural limitation, but this is actually 5 feet wide. So it's a very wide balcony, and this is the view that you look out to. All right, that's the common area of this residence at Serenade. You don't see the swimming pool because the whole development has a very nice clubhouse, which I'll bring you guys. Okay, the glass doors are these actual high quality ones, you know, with some sound and dust filter. All right, so from the balcony, as you look back in, it's actually a very wide opening. Okay, and it's so wide that you can even split the so-called living area to have the sofa, and then behind it is the dining. This is very good layout for, you know, when you have a house party or Raya, friends come over. It's actually really nice. And when it's done this way, look at the L table, all right, the island or L-shaped island, all the way to the wet kitchen. And again, this is not the wall, this is actually ID cupboard that has been extended out by almost a feet to house the TV cabinets and all that. Okay, this one as well is not in the unit, but of course you can create a cabinet over here to store your stuffs. A very wide walk into the dry kitchen over here. So these are some examples of how you can create your own design. Now this one is, they created a sliding door here to, you know, to separate the wet kitchen and the dry kitchen, which is something that you can do. But in order to do this, you have a choice of doing it exactly like this, or you utilize the actual door that they have over there. All right, but I think what they did was really nice. They hacked the wall and they shifted the placement of the door, which was from there to here. So this is the sliding door, and they created a very wide opening. This is wider than the standard doors that in condos, right? The doors of the rooms and all that. Okay, so this is wider. So this really nice walk into the wet kitchen area, as you can see. And then you'll be wondering, hey, there is another bathroom over here. I will explain that later when I go to the utility or the reading room later, because here, the design of this condo at Serenades, actually there is a helper's room. Okay, so that if you are those family that needs a helper, rest assured that there is actually a room for the helper, and there is a bathroom for her to access, and of course the yard space. This is the air well, all right, so that you can put your washing machine, you know, put your clothes can be dried by the air well and all that. So I think I like the flexibility because of the wall being hackable. So by right, there is a door here to go into the helper's room. But in this unit, they have converted the helper's room to a study room, which I'll go over there and show you guys now. You see the cabinet behind the dining area, rather close to the dining tables, but actually the wall is about 2 feet in. Okay, in the actual unit it's about 2 feet in. This is again an ID treatment to place things. Okay, now this is the helper's room that I mentioned. It's much larger than the usual helper's room that you see in some condos. Okay, and there is a window which is there, and the door is supposed to be on that wall, so they've converted it to like a, you know, a room for kids to study. Let's say when you move in here, your kids are still young, you need a helper, then you can have your helper utilizing that. As your kids grow, you know, when they are like 10 years old, 11, you know, then you can have a choice of, oh, I don't need a helper at home anymore, I can leave the kids alone. Then you can convert that room to be a study room like this, so they can do their homework, they can do their own stuff. Now this is the guest toilet or the shared toilet, because the bedroom here have access to this toilet, and of course there is another toilet inside for this bedroom. So each room has their own toilet. Now the tiles that you're seeing here, these beautiful tiles all the way up to the wall, is supplied. Okay, these are standard, they come as standard. The only thing inside this bathroom that is not standard is the mirror or the cabinet. All right, everything else is there. You get what you see. Now this is the principal bedroom or the master bedroom, which is very spacious. The moment you walk in, you have they design a nice place for you to immediately put all your wardrobe and all that. And the bed is actually in there at the corner there, which gives you some privacy, to be honest. And this is another wardrobe, dressing table, and that's the bathroom. The only thing that is not standard in this bathroom is of course just the blind, the mirror, and this lower cabinet. Everything else is standard. As you can see, it has a tall ceiling. It is very wide and spacious. Okay, very nice. And inside here, this will be the bed. All right, and there is an L-shaped window for the master bedroom. Okay, and this is a table, you know, you can put your stuffs, your handbags, you know, maybe another working table inside the room. And for me, I always prefer to have the dry kitchen's table to double as a dining table. I always prefer that. And remember, back then people tend to want to make it bar height and then put tall chairs. I think that has gone out of trend now. I think the standard height is best. You know, it serves as a dining table. All right, and I like this cozy nearer layout. Some living rooms that, just like my living room, is 14 feet, right? My sofa is here. To get the same viewing ratio of this TV, I need like a 80-inch or 90-inch TV. But actually, this is all you need. Yeah, you sit here and then you get the same view. All right, so yeah. For the ceiling height, you still can install a cassette aircon if you want to, but given that this area is like that, and then you have an aircon point over there, I think it serves it really well. So for this unit, every room gets an air conditioning, air conditioned, supplied by the developer. And for the living and dining here, you get one unit as well supplied. All the lighting points are supplied, all the tiles are actual as it is. And for this unit, it is only 1.3 million. And the glades is like one of the very last gated garden that is very near to the city centers. You know, this is just so near to Subang Jaya, USJ. So it's not situated at a very far away housing area. So far, from what I heard from the developer, they have received more inquiries and more parties than the actual units themselves. Why? Because Serenade only has 120 units. Very, very low density. Another good thing is that Serenade's tallest block is only 8 stories. It's only 8 stories. Most of it is 5-story or 4-story. I like this. You cannot get condos like this anymore. I think in Klang Valley. So guys, this is Serenades Type B 1,700 square foot unit.